if you have your listing down correctly and you have your target keywords in there and you start ranking and you start pumping, boom, starts making sales, boom, boom, boom. So in this video, we're going to talk about my Merch by Amazon income report for January 2021. All right, I'm going to give you the breakdown, the royalties, AMS spend, and I just got tiered up to 200K. I'm a dragon. Right? And make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. And the reason why I do this video, guys, is just kind of give you guys an insight of my account. And hopefully, guys, for you beginners out there that are learning Merch by Amazon, some tips and you kind of get a better insight of what's selling on my account. And all the information's here, right? So let's get into the content. All right, guys. So for the month of January, over 1,600 items sold, right? Products sold, and then there's 141 returns. Royalties, $6,195.05. Average royalty, $3.84. Okay. Standard t-shirts, over 90%. Okay, so standard t-shirts, there's a premium t-shirt and there's a standard t-shirt. A few people have reached out to me and they're like, which one do you prefer, the premium or the standard? I personally focus on the standard t-shirt because my data is telling me that RJ, that 90% of the products sold on your Merch by Amazon account are standard t-shirts. So what am I gonna do? Let's focus on that, right? So the data doesn't lie, right? And that's very important for you to understand is when you're doing this stuff, maybe each account may be different, right? Maybe someone's killing it with just tank tops, or someone just killing it with throw pillows or zip hoodies, right? Each product is kind of designed differently. All designs don't work on all products, just to give you guys a heads up. As you can see, like would you start to do research like on phone cases and stuff like that, you're gonna see that certain designs on certain products, they do better because phone case is supposed to be designed a certain way. But that's not saying that a design for a standard t-shirt won't do good on a phone case. But as you start to do research and you start to understand the niche, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So you can see right here, I sold, it's almost 49% to men and 32% to women, kids, 14%, unisex, 5%. Top colors, okay, black, dark heather, navy, royal blue, white. Heck, I barely started uploading to white. I want to say like about a year ago, and it's doing some number, it's doing some damage. So like compared to the rest, like of course the black shirt is always going to be like the #1 shirt on my account, but as you can see, like it's starting to catch up and starting to it's getting closer to the 100, right? It's at 74 for the month. My top selling design, over 208 products sold, $1,050 royalties, right? You can see the top colors. Scroll down to the bottom. Okay. Just checking. As you guys can see, yeah, no, that's pretty cool. As you can see right here, and the second design is right behind it, 546, and then the other design is 244. Want to say so 90% of my design sold on for the month for January, or it's like 90% is evergreen, and then I want to say like so that the rest of it's going to be trending, right? And I do more research too as well, guys. If you guys are unaware, that I have I'll put a research video up here, kind of breaking down like what you should be paying attention to up and coming when it comes to trends and just evergreens and stuff like that. I'll start doing more research on this channel for you guys to help you guys understand what's making sales, what people are buying, and give you guys a better insight. But I think this is really cool. Like, so the second design, 546, third one, 244, but just to do $1,000 in royalties just with one design, that is freaking amazing. One of the things that I wanted to talk about in this video too has been I've been trying to get this royalties. So not the last 7 days, but you're going to see that. I'm going to show you that right now. But the royalties, $3.84, right? I'm trying to get that over $4. I'm trying to get it as close as possible to $5. Right? My goal is to get it to average sale of $5 royalties. And I've been working pretty hard for like the last year because I have a lot of designs up and some of them are making sales. I'm like, no, why am I $3 royalties? I'm trying to get everything up to $5 royalties, and $19 over, like, so $19.99, so $20. And I'm trying to get it to every single standard t-shirt to $5 royalty per sale, right? Because if you do the math, let's go over here real fast. Let's do this. So 16 times 5, let's say 5. Literally, it's like an extra almost 2,000, right? And so we'll just minus 6, so 1886, and you can see that much of a difference that makes right there, right? That makes all the difference right there. That can pay for some of the AMS. It can pay for the water bill. It can pay for it can pay for a lot of things, right? It can pay for the car payment. It can pay for cost of living. It can pay for your food for the month, right? It can pay for a lot of things. So just to think about it that way, as you're making sales, and that's kind of like the target that I'm going for, right? And everyone's account's different. Some people are going for $3, you know, they're putting their prices at $16 or $17.99 and they're okay with that, right? And that's cool. But me, just kind of if I'm going to be running some AMS ads to it, I am going to target my standard t-shirt above that $5 royalty mark, right? And I think that's really cool. And you can see like other big brands like that are doing, like Disney and all them are doing $22.99, right? And they're selling at that price point. I find that really interesting. So I think that's pretty cool. So this is what I'm talking about the last 7 days too. As you guys can see right here, of course I'm gonna blur this out, but you can see 752 shirts sold, $3,128 in royalties. And then I got this over, you know, that $4 mark, and I've been working really hard at that. And I'm really excited. I'm really happy with the results right here, right? But I want to get it closer to $5. And you can see how I've been pushing and kind of just editing listings and putting the prices up. And when you get to the higher tiers and you target one thing for 1 year, and then next thing you know, you have to go back and edit all the listings. It takes a lot of time to do all that, right? So I can't do it just overnight. So I've just been doing it, you know, as I go along, and I'm adding new designs, but I'm going straight to $19.99 with new standard t-shirts with new designs. I'm putting them up, and you can see 93% of the shirts sold are standard t-shirts. Okay, it's just a heads up. You guys can see this. Very transparent with this, guys. And most importantly, if you guys get any value out of this, make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. Most important, that's important. All right, so I just tiered up to 200K. That's really amazing. That's really awesome. I want to go straight into AMS now. Let's go over here to the AMS. I'm going to blur out a lot of this stuff, guys. I'm going to show you. So this is last month's spend. $2,880, 55 cents. Sales, $13,834.46. ACOS, 20%. And my break even is 25% ACOS. If you guys are first starting out with AMS, doesn't matter if you're doing KDP, FBA, like you're doing your private label, you're selling on merch by Amazon. Knowing your ACOS is really important, okay? So the break even is 25%, okay? That's at a standard t-shirt at $19.99. And that's important because you can you have some wiggle room, right? You can push your ads a little bit more, and that's just kind of what I did. I could have spent like around, I want to say like around 18 or 1900, but I decided to, with my ACOS, I was looking at some of my ACOS. I was like, dude, it's at 8% ACOS. I was like, let's push this a little bit more. Let's put some money behind it. And I'll show you my top selling. You can see it down here below, right down here below. 712 orders, right? And I'm at a 20% ACOS. So I'm happy. That's good for me. That's awesome for me, right? Everyone's account's going to be different. So your account, you might be different. You just might be focusing on pop sockets, and you know your royalty, so your ACOS is going to be a little bit different. Now you may be focusing on hoodies, and you're averaging, you put your price at $39.99, and you're getting like a $10 royalty or something. So your ACOS is going to be different, right? So with me at $19.99, ACOS around 25%. I think it's around 26, but we'll say 25 just to be safe. As you can see right here, that's what I'm happy with this right here. So okay, so as my top selling design, you're gonna see right here, I pushed it a little bit, right? The average has 60. It's like between $60 to $80. You're gonna see right here, 50, 58. That's how much I spent for the day. 70, 73, 79, 74. You're gonna go, and then as we get closer to the end of this month right here, January 27th, kind of push it just a little bit, right? I started increasing the bids and running some different ads to it. Want to see what I can do. And you can see right there, 18% ACOS. And I go a little bit higher, 29% ACOS. That's cool. It's still good, right? Because I'm still profitable on the front end, right? Of course, you cannot make a judgment just off of one day, right? And that's important that you guys understand that, because sometimes I know if some people, like when they spend money, they're like, oh no, that's a lot. I can't do that. I can't do that, right? That's good. So ACOS is good. Boom. You're like, I can't do that. You can't judge it off of just one day, right? You have to let it go. Let it go a little bit. 27. Boom, we're getting better. 26. I'm good right there, right? And you can see I spent $259, $278, $247. And you see, and it's kind of like, it's starting to, as it starts to go, it's starting to like, you know, catch on and make more sales. But that's just 3 days, right? You can't really, or say 4 days. You can't really judge it off of that. You want to give it like a good week, you know, 2 weeks. And then look at the analytics when it's done. But as I started to do that, I can see the increase in sales. And I was like looking at it, I was like, okay. Because last year, I'm like, dude, I felt like I left money on the table while not pushing my ads to my top sellers. Like they're converting really well. As you can see down here, we got a 15% ACOS on the one I spent the most on, right? You'll take that all day. 30, you know, look at CPC, 38 cents, orders, 79. Now this right here is helping it rank organically, right, on the front end. So if it's helping ranking organically, you're making sales on the back end with AMS, right? You're making sales, but on the front end, you're like profitable. It's crazy because you think about it as it starts to gain more traction, ranking the algorithm, make more sales. It's a game changer because you can literally, you're spending $240, but then that one design makes $1,000 for the month. It's like, whoa, okay. You know what I mean? Get where I'm going with this? So this is important, AMS, right? So let's do the calculations over here. So if I go over back to where I was last month. Okay, let's do the calculations. 6195 minus 2880.55 equals $3,314.44. So that's the profit right there. But like I could have made more, right? I probably would have spent, like I said, $1,800 or $1,900. But at the end of the day, I wanted to test and see what I could do. And obviously it's paying off this month, right? By me pushing that and getting it ranking in the algorithm. And there's a few other designs that are doing that too. I can see them. They're converting. They're selling, instead of 1 a day, they're selling at 3 to 4 a day. Instead of selling this design at 3 to 5 a day, now it's selling, 15 to 20 a day, right? So I think that's important because you think about it. If you're converting for a certain and this is what I talk about, long tail keywords, right? And this is why I show you guys how to do a listing, because if you have your listing down correctly and you have your target keywords in there and you start ranking and you start pumping, boom, starts making sales, boom, 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 you're going to rank organically. But not only that, you're going to be profitable on the AMS side of things too as well. But breaking even on AMS is still a win, right? That's huge that you understand that. Breaking even for me personally, it's a win because I know I'm going to make money organically on the front end, even though I'm spending money on the back end, right? It's cost of doing business. And also keep out a lot of the copycats. You doing this right here, and hopefully you guys understand exactly what I'm talking about. You doing this right here, you're gonna get closer to ranking number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. You know what I mean? On that front page, I have a few designs when I'm sharing this video with you guys. There's a few designs that are ranking number 1 because of AMS, right? So it's huge. If you can use this into your advantage and spend some money, right, on marketing and advertisement, do so. I recommend it. But other than that, hope you guys enjoy this video. Check out my last video right here about 2020, my earnings for 2020. I kind of go more in depth about the whole AMS and how much I made for the last year. Check that video out.